Have you ever wondered why you still feel tired, foggy, or gain weight even though you think you're eating healthy? You avoid candy, you skip desserts, maybe you even read nutrition labels. And yet, your blood sugar numbers keep creeping up, your energy crashes in the afternoon, and your doctor starts mentioning the word prediabetes. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The problem might not be what you think. Because sugar is hiding in places you'd never expect, and most doctors never take the time to explain exactly where. Today, we're going to uncover the 3 silent sugar traps that quietly sabotage your health, day after day. These are the foods and habits that raise your blood sugar, inflame your body, and make you feel older and more tired than you actually are. But the good news is, once you recognize these traps, you can easily replace them with better choices that restore your energy, stabilize your blood sugar, and even help you think more clearly. So stay with me until the end, because the 3rd sugar trap is the most surprising, and it's something nearly everyone over 50 eats every single day without realizing what it's doing to their brain and heart. Let's begin with the first silent trap. Trap number 1. Healthy breakfasts that aren't healthy at all. When you think of a healthy breakfast, what comes to mind? Maybe orange juice, a bowl of cereal, a slice of toast, or a flavored yogurt. For decades, we were told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that these foods give us the energy we need. But here's the truth. Most traditional breakfast foods in America are sugar bombs disguised as healthy options. Let's start with fruit juice. A glass of orange juice might look natural, but it's basically liquid sugar. 1 cup of orange juice contains as much sugar as a can of soda, around 25 to 30 grams. The difference is that juice comes with a healthy image, so we drink it without guilt. But without the fiber from the fruit, the sugar hits your bloodstream in seconds, spiking your blood glucose and triggering an insulin surge. That's why many people feel hungry again just an hour after breakfast. Next, cereals. Even the ones labeled whole grain or low fat. Turn the box around and read the ingredients. You'll find corn syrup, maltose, or other hidden sugars among the first 3 ingredients. The same goes for flavored yogurts, which can contain up to 20 grams of sugar per small cup. So what's the solution? Replace the sweet breakfast with one that includes protein and healthy fat. For example, scrambled eggs with vegetables, or unsweetened Greek yogurt with a handful of nuts and a few fresh berries. This type of breakfast keeps your blood sugar stable for hours and helps you avoid mid-morning crashes. Here's something surprising. When researchers in Japan compared people who ate high-protein breakfasts to those who had sugary ones, they found the protein group had 30% lower insulin spikes and reported more steady energy throughout the day. Remember, your body doesn't care whether the sugar comes from soda or orange juice. It reacts the same way. Trap number 2. Low-fat, or diet, foods that trick your body. The second sugar trap is something the food industry has been using for decades to sell products, the low-fat label. Back in the 1980s and 1990s, we were told fat was the enemy. Manufacturers removed fat from yogurt, salad dressings, and snacks. But here's the catch: when you take out the fat, food loses flavor. So what did they add to make it taste good again? Sugar. That's right. Low fat often means high sugar. The sugar doesn't just make it taste better, it also triggers your brain's reward system, making you crave more. It's one reason why diet foods can actually make you gain weight. For example, 1 cup of low-fat strawberry yogurt can contain up to 25 grams of sugar. That's about 6 teaspoons. Compare that to a small bowl of ice cream, which might have the same amount. And diet salad dressings? Many are filled with corn syrup, maltodextrin, or dextrose, all forms of sugar that spike insulin. The result? You think you're eating light, but your body is constantly dealing with sugar highs and crashes. Over time, this roller coaster leads to fatigue, inflammation, and belly fat. What can you do instead? Go back to real, whole foods. Use full-fat yogurt, but keep the portion moderate. Choose olive oil or avocado oil for salads. Eat foods that are close to their natural state. Fat, when it comes from healthy sources, helps you feel full longer and keeps your hormones balanced. Here's a fun fact. In a study published in the journal Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology, people who included moderate healthy fats in their diet had a 30% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those on low-fat diets. So, don't fear fat. Fear fake diet foods. Trap number 3. Savory foods that secretly contain sugar. Now let's get to the most surprising trap. The one that hides in foods that don't even taste sweet. This is the silent sugar you never see coming. Think of items like ketchup, barbecue sauce, salad dressing, bread, pasta sauce, and even canned soups. You wouldn't call these desserts, but they often contain shocking amounts of added sugar. Take ketchup, for example. 1 tablespoon, just one, contains about 1 teaspoon of sugar. And most people don't use just 1 tablespoon. Pasta sauce? 1 serving can have up to 12 grams of sugar. Even whole grain bread can contain honey or syrup as sweeteners. The tricky part is that sugar goes by many names on ingredient labels: dextrose, maltose, cane juice, fructose syrup, glucose solids. There are more than 50 different terms used for sugar, and companies know that most consumers don't recognize them all. Over time, this constant stream of hidden sugar keeps your blood sugar slightly elevated all day long. You might not notice it immediately, but it slowly damages blood vessels, affects memory, and accelerates aging in your skin and organs. One large study from Harvard found that people who got more than 20% of their daily calories from added sugars had a 38% higher risk of dying from heart disease. So what can you do? First, read labels carefully. If sugar or any of its aliases appears in the first 3 ingredients, put the product back. Second, learn to make simple sauces and dressings at home. A basic tomato sauce made from fresh tomatoes, olive oil, garlic, and herbs can taste amazing without any added sugar. And a homemade vinaigrette with olive oil, vinegar, and mustard is both delicious and sugar-free. Here's a practical trick. Your taste buds can reset in about 2 weeks. When you start cutting out hidden sugars, foods begin to taste naturally sweeter. You'll start noticing the sweetness of carrots, bell peppers, even nuts. It's like waking up your real sense of taste again. Why doctors often don't talk about these traps, you might wonder. Why doesn't my doctor warn me about these sugar traps? The truth is, most doctors simply don't have the time or training in nutrition. Medical school focuses on disease and treatment, not prevention. So when your blood sugar is slightly high, they might just tell you to watch your diet, without explaining what that actually means. That's why understanding these traps yourself is so powerful. Because once you do, you can take control before small problems become serious ones. The body is incredibly resilient. Even if you've spent decades eating processed foods, it's never too late to change. Studies show that within just 2 weeks of reducing added sugar, many people notice more energy, less brain fog, and even lower blood pressure. Let's recap. The 3 silent sugar traps. First, the healthy breakfasts that spike your blood sugar: juices, cereals, flavored yogurts, and toast. Second, the low-fat and diet foods that sneak sugar into your diet in place of real nutrients. Third, the savory everyday foods, sauces, dressings, breads, soups, that quietly add sugar to your meals all day long. By avoiding these, you're not just cutting calories. You're giving your metabolism a chance to reset. You're stabilizing your hormones, protecting your heart, and even helping your brain function better. How to break free from sugar dependence. Here are some easy, practical habits to start today. Drink water or sparkling water instead of juice or soda. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if you want flavor. Swap sugary breakfasts for protein-rich options like eggs, cottage cheese, or chia pudding made with unsweetened almond milk. Cook more at home. It's the only way to truly know what's in your food. Read labels. If a product has more than 5 ingredients or any kind of O's in the list, think twice. Give yourself grace. Sugar is addictive, and change takes time. Every small improvement counts. When people over 60 make these changes, they often report feeling years younger. Better focus, fewer mood swings, improved sleep, even less joint pain. Because sugar doesn't just affect your waistline, it affects every cell in your body. Final thoughts. Your health is shaped not just by what you eat, but by what you avoid. These silent sugar traps are everywhere, but once you see them, you can't unsee them. You'll start making better choices automatically, because now you know what's really going on. Imagine waking up without the morning fog. No more energy crashes after lunch. No more feeling like your body is working against you. That's what happens when you cut down hidden sugar. Your body finally starts working for you again. So next time you shop, take an extra minute to check the label. Skip the sugary sauces and fake diet foods. Choose real, simple ingredients, the kind your grandmother would recognize. You deserve to feel good in your own body, at any age. And it starts with one simple habit: awareness. If you found this information helpful, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because every week, we share simple, science-based tips to help you live longer, feel stronger, and enjoy your best years yet. Thank you for watching, and take good care of yourself.